song for the broken hearted.
Hey YouTube, just wanted to put a real quick video together for you guys and talk about the reasons why I started stacking, and which I really haven't done yet. I haven't shared that with you guys. So real quick, it was 2 years ago this very week when I started stacking, and I had come across this box, and this box really was, I guess in the symbolism way of it, the reason why I started stacking, and the contents inside this box. So like I said, 2 years ago I decided to start stacking after about a little bit of time of doing some research and watching a lot of videos, a lot of great channels that I came across when I looked on YouTube. But the story goes back much further than that. It goes back about 20 years, maybe a little bit longer, 20, 22 years, when I had come across this box back then. I was young. I was in my mid-20s, just starting a family. My wife, we had my 3 girls. And my wife was a stay-at-home mom, and we had made that sacrifice. We didn't want our children being prodigy at daycare, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It's just we didn't want that for our kids and our family. They were going to be raised by us and not by someone else. And we paid the price for that, financially. Not having a 2-income household, we had to make sacrifices. And the sacrifices we made back then, I believe, made us better people today. Made us appreciate things a little bit more. But anyway, I came across this box 20 years ago, and this box was left to me by my father, my stepfather. And he raised me from when I was a young child up until the age of 14 when he passed away. And this box was left for me and the contents within it. And I didn't think much of it at that point in time, being a kid. I looked at it, the stuff inside was neat. And I basically put it away. And then years down the road, once I had grown up and moved out, got married, started a family, I remember having this box. It was up in my dresser drawer. And I remember things got really tough financially for us at some point. And I had to go to the box and go to the contents within the box in order to get my family through a rough time we were having, a month or two, where we need to supplement our income a little bit. And, back 20 plus years ago, the spot price of silver was, I think, somewhere like around $4 or $5 an ounce, somewhere around there. And the box really truly helped me out. Today, this is what's in the contents of the box I'm about to show you guys. And but before I do go there, like I said, I had found this box back when we had moved into a new place, and the box was put away. And 2 years ago is when I found this box and the contents inside of it again, and it made me think about what had happened 20 years ago and why I went to the box in the first place. And I've had a son since then, and my son is now 8, but back 2 years ago he was 6 when I had made the decision to start stacking. And the decision I made to start stacking was all dependent upon, or basically was all because of this box and what it symbolized to me and my family. And this is the inside of the box. There's nothing left inside the box, because everything that was inside the box had to get cashed in 20 years ago in order for my family to make it through a month and a half of rough times that we had. But as you can see, there's still some rings left from think it was a peace dollar that was up in the corner here. And the box really isn't that big, but you know, the funny part of it is that you guys wouldn't believe what this thing held inside of it. There was a handful of Morgans, a handful of peace dollars, a couple silver 1-ounce bars, war nickels, Roosevelt dimes, Mercury dimes, Washington quarters, all 90% silver. And even though with spot prices back around, I think $4, I think I looked them up before I did this video, is that the box sustained us for a while. It was like $450 worth of silver in this box that was cashed in. I mean, granted, there was nothing in there that was any of great values. I mean, I wasn't stupid back then either. I had made sure that I went and got a coin book and looked and see what I had to make sure that I didn't have anything that was anything out of the ordinary or the norm, that I had a super fantastic piece, which I didn't. But the Morgans were in nice shape though. I do remember that. This was before the internet, before YouTube. We had nothing to rely on, but I believe it was the red book or the gray book back then for prices when I went and cashed this stuff in. But I wanted to make sure that I was getting a fair deal, and it was about, you know, $450 for what I can remember of silver that was inside this box. So I guess the moral of the story is that I don't want to make it too long for you guys, but this is why I started stacking, because when I found this box again 2 years ago, and I opened it up and there was nothing inside of it, I realized that what my father had done for me. And it's kind of bittersweet. The bitter part is that I can't get back any of the items that were left to me in this box. I wish I had them today, just as sentimental value, but what he did for me and my family, the stuff that was in here and in here for decades, sustained my family for enough time when I needed the help to get by, and he wasn't here for me. So that's why I started stacking, because I wanted a box for me to leave behind to my family, to my kids, decades down the line when I'm not here any longer, but they are, and they may need the help someday. I wanted to make sure that there was a box that they could go to when they needed it most. And I guess I ask all you guys, do you have a box for your family to go to when they need it most? And what's going to be in that box? Hopefully it's many monster boxes full of stuff. Or it could just be one small box with maybe 5 or 10 ounces in it. Because who knows what the price of silver is going to be in a decade or 2 decades from now. Look how it was in the mid-90s when I needed to go to the box. Silver was $5 an ounce, $4 an ounce. I think today's price, it's 18 something an ounce. So, who knows? Silver may reach that point of $100 an ounce. It may go back to $50 an ounce. Who knows? But what are you leaving behind? Are you leaving behind a box for your loved ones that they can turn to and go to at some point when they need it most? I had one. I want to make sure my kids have one. And for all the reasons that we say we stack, hedge against inflation and store of wealth. Yeah, those are all great cliche type answers. But really, why do you stack? I want to hear from you guys in the comments. Or put out your own video. This video is really due to fact because of Silverfish VT and the way he did his videos and commented. And in some way, I was watching a bunch of his videos last night again, and this is why this video came up today. So I know you guys have been with me for about 9 minutes now, and I hope you made it to the end here. But I want to hear from you guys. Why do you stack? The truth, why? Do you have a box for your family that's going to be left behind for something for them? I'm glad I had one, and I'm making sure that my kids have one as well. All right, guys, thanks.
Gonna be just a face in the crowd. You're gonna hear my voice when I shout it out loud. It's my